Hi, this is Lauren Fogelman at ExpertSportsPerformance.com. Work with highly driven, motivated athletes on being cool, calm, and collected under pressure for consistent high performance. Today's topic is 7 highly effective goal-setting tips for athletes. Just because something is good for you doesn't mean you're going to be doing it. It happens to us all the time. We know what we ought to be doing, but we're not necessarily taking those steps. That applies to goal setting too, because who wants to have to think about your goals, write them down, and then outline the activities necessary to get it done? It's pretty dull for most athletes. But studies show that having a goal and knowing where you want to go is going to increase the odds of success in actually getting there compared to athletes that have absolutely nothing at all. And there's some subconscious benefits as well. They're just hidden and you don't even understand that these might be additional benefits. And one is you create a vision for yourself. So you create that story, you start to get that mental plan going. And the next one is you kind of outline the plan. You create that roadmap of where you are now and how you want to get there. And the third thing is writing it down actually reinforces with your subconscious mind that this is something that you want, and it's like setting the GPS coordinates of a destination. It tells your subconscious this is where you're heading, this is what you desire, and your subconscious begins looking for the opportunities that are going to take you from where you are now to where you want to go. And instead of it being boring, dull, and not likely to follow through on your goals, I want you to be able to spice it up. And these are some things that are going to help you to really spice up your goals so you're more likely to not only get started, but stick with it the whole way through. The first one is create. Not only do I want you to create a goal, I want you to create an entire story around your goal. I want you to bring emotions, energy, feeling into it. What is it going to be when you're finally standing on the podium at the Olympics and you're receiving that gold medal? Can you hear the crowd cheering? And maybe your family is in the stands watching you, and your coach and team is there so proud of you for representing your country. Think about all of that when setting up your goal. Afterwards, you want to have a connection. What the connection is your big why. Why are you doing it? Let's go back to that Olympic gold medal. What is it that drives you to want to have an Olympic gold medal? Is it that you love to push yourself and see what you're capable of, and that's the highest that you can go with your particular sport? Or maybe Olympic gold medal to you represents about your personal achievement, and that you took on a challenge and you followed it all the way through to the end. So what is it about whatever it is that you have as your goal that has meaning for you, that drives you to keep you going even when it gets tough? After the connection, the challenge. I don't want you to set up an easy goal that you know you can accomplish and isn't going to require any effort. I want you to stretch yourself and create a really big goal. Dream big. What would you be doing that would stretch you and create that challenge if you were to go big? Would it be an Olympic gold medal? Would it be going pro? Would it be getting to the top of whatever it is you can do with your particular sport? So think about what that challenge is for you. It's different things for different people. And go ahead and connect with it and let yourself really dream big, because that's going to really inspire you to dig deeper than something that's going to be really easy for you to accomplish. After that, consistency. It's not like putting in a ton of effort and then taking a break and then putting in a ton of effort. It's about consistently working at it, hitting milestones, taking the next step, working on the next thing, one thing at a time, because it builds upon each other. And when you have consistency, you're hitting those milestones, it builds confidence, it builds the ability to stay focused under pressure, and all those things that you need in order to rise up to the challenge. After consistency, critique. It's not going to always be easy going. You're going to have setbacks. And not that I wish that on you, but success isn't a straight line from here to there. It's more of a meandering path, and it takes twists and turns. Therefore, when the setbacks happen, don't let them totally throw you off guard or beat up on yourself to where you just want to quit and you're chipping away your confidence. Instead, expect them and understand that there's really insights and learning that comes from them. So when you have the setbacks, learn how to critique them, not where you're beating up on yourself and the inner critic comes out, but how you can learn from them, gaining insights, making some adjustments, so when you're in a similar situation next time, you're really hitting the mark and you're moving forward. After critique is celebrate. Before you even hit the milestones, I want you to know how you're going to celebrate them. What are you going to do to acknowledge that you accomplished something? You put in the effort, you consistently worked at it, and you pulled it off, and you're at that next milestone. How are you going to celebrate? Is it by sharing that with somebody that you trust that's been a support for you? Maybe treating yourself to something about your equipment or some expedition you want to go on, or anything at all. Whatever it is for you, what are you going to do to celebrate, and put that into your plan, because I want you to be able to stop and acknowledge your efforts before moving on. Like I said, you put in the effort, you deserve to celebrate. And then once you celebrate, then go ahead and move on. But too often athletes, they just kind of blow it off, hitting that milestone, and they move on, not giving themselves any recognition. You deserve the recognition, celebrate, acknowledge it, and then move on with your next milestone. And that's similar with the next one, continue, which is once you hit that big goal, you've actually accomplished everything, you have all the checks on your goal setting sheet, then acknowledge it, enjoy the moment, relish it, but don't just think you can sit back and then it's easy going from there. What I want you to do is afterwards, I want you to set the next challenge, because it's that challenge, that next goal, that's going to keep you engaged, that's going to continue to stretch you, and you're going to continue to find insights. New things are going to be discovered, and it's the experience that really is going to set you up to be a high-performing athlete. So those are the 7 tips for goal setting that's going to keep you engaged and really stretch you to hit that milestone, that big dream that you have for yourself. And the other thing that it does is it avoids drifting. And drifting is when your coach sets the goals for you. He tells you or she tells you what you're going to be working on, what your milestones are going to be, and what your accomplishments will be. That's going to happen anyway. But in addition to that, create some for yourself so it's purposeful, it has meaning, it keeps you engaged. You're going to have your coach's goals, but have your personal ones also, because they might not be quite for the same reason or the same goals. So make sure that you have your own, because that's going to give you meaning. It's going to make it yours. It's going to allow you to claim it as opposed to drift. So here's what I want you to do with goal setting. I want you to really find the purpose for it. Why are you doing it? What makes you want to rise up to the challenge and push yourself? I want you to have motivation to work your plan. Get fully committed. And if you're not committed and you're holding back, understand why, and are you ready to really make the shift in order to have full commitment to work the plan? Afterwards, I want you to really create that story, bring the feeling, the emotion of having accomplished a goal so that it engages your subconscious mind and you're really going to work it to the best of your ability. The goal gives you clarity. Get as specific as you can, and focus. It gives you that direction. And finally, when you create that big goal for yourself, the one that's going to really take you big, have a positive expectation that it's going to work. Set it up knowing that you might not know all the steps to get there, and it might not work out exactly as planned, but expect it to work and that you will get there if you work your plan. Okay, here's your challenge. I want you to create that personalized plan, make it yours, Make it personal. When you write it out, write it in the first person. Talk about I, me, what you're going to be doing. Keep it positive and write it in the present tense as if you're doing it right now. It's happening in the here and now. Because once again, that has your subconscious mind get fully engaged and connected with the stories and what you need to be doing to help you get from where you are now to where you are now, to where you want to go. So make it personalized, right in the first person and in the present moment, here and now. I'd love to hear some comments from you of what you've done to make goals work for you, what your challenges might be. What is your goal? Go ahead and claim it. Put it out there. I'd love to hear what it is so I can help support you along the way. Also, click the likes button to be able to pass this forward and spread the word. So once again, please post a comment. I'd love to hear from you what some of your goals are and for you to click the likes button as well. If you're interested in my free video training series, 7 Essential Steps for High-Performing Athletes, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com. Put your name and email address in the boxes on the upper right-hand side. Immediately, you'll get the first of the video training series. I look forward to hearing from you, your comments, clicking the like button, and I will see you soon. And my mission is to show you how to stay cool when the heat is on. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.